Good morning. What is up? Meet the experts. Another episode. I think this is number 19. 19th episode. I'm really excited about today's guest. Uh, Recently in our agency, we're always trying new platforms, new methods of marketing and advertising. And recently, I launched a TikTok ad. It was the first TikTok ad that our agency ever launched, and it was amazing. I found very several cool business owners had reached out and said, "Yeah, I would love to be a guest on your show." And today's guest is actually one of those people. So just a little preface about the episode and meet the experts. Again, my name is Jay Vix. If this is your first time watching, you might not know who we are, but I run a small digital marketing agency called JVI Mobile Marketing. And Meet the Experts is a web series that we started, oh gosh, 2 years ago now, kind of as a little bit of a hobby or project. And over the last couple months, we've really kicked it into a higher gear where we're actively trying to get new guests. And it's really just designed to spotlight business owners and entrepreneurs and educators who are doing really cool things in their field. And we want to be able to put a spotlight on them for 20 minutes or so. So today, I have Divine Katoure, who's going to be up here in just a second. She's got a really cool platform called Learn Commercial Real Estate, and I'm going to let her tell you all about it over the next few minutes. So let me bring Divine up onto the screen and say good morning to you, Divine. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for coming on. So, one of the I want to just get started really quick right away, because you did come from an area outside of the local area that we usually do a lot of these episodes in. So, tell us how long you've been in business and tell us where you are.
Okay, well, currently I'm in the lovely San Francisco, California, and I am a commercial real estate broker and I specialize in industrial, office, and retail products. And I have learned commercial real estate, which is my wonderful platform for educating women on how to enter commercial real estate, how to understand it, and how to be a part of it.
That is super fascinating to me. And you mentioned that you know your target audience, right? You know your target audience is women. So this is really interesting. And I think when we had our little talk earlier, we kind of referred to commercial real estate as maybe being that like good old boys club or this, anyway, I'll let you how did you get into it? It's really fascinating.
Yes, well, I got an opportunity from a good old boy that had been in the industry for a long time to kind of come in and sink or swim and find out if commercial real estate was something that I would be able to cope with and deal with and be successful. And thankfully, I've had that opportunity. So I work in San Francisco, which is one of the hottest commercial real estate markets in the country. We're also one of the on the leading edge. And Learn Commercial Real Estate was born from seeing that I'm the only woman at all the events or the broker events, calling around brokers doing deals. There's a small percentage of women. And my mindset was to change that by providing a platform of support, education, consistency for women to be able to achieve working in commercial real estate. Now, normally we work with realtors because you've got to already have your real estate license. So that's a caveat to this. Yes.
Very cool. Cool. So I just wanted to say before we keep going, also because I know that a lot of people in my audience are probably really interested in what you're talking about, and I'm sure that we're also streaming this from your Facebook page, so people might be coming here and already know who you are and maybe not know who I am. If you're watching this now, or if maybe you're watching this not on July 19th, you watch it later on the replay, go ahead on any of these and put in the comments any questions you might have about commercial real estate or just some questions for Divine, and we'll make sure that she gets those questions. And maybe if you have any questions or comments during this interview, we might be able to pop one or two up on screen and put Divine on the hot seat a little bit. We're not guaranteeing that, but yeah. So just go ahead and comment if you're watching, and if you're fascinated by this like I am. So Divine, you probably enjoy a lot of what you do, right? You enjoy the work you do, or you wouldn't do it. So what would you say is your favorite part of the work?
My favorite part of the work is being a leader in the community and being a gatekeeper of information and the ability to succeed, right? Because I've got the keys. I know the game plan, I know the strategy, and being able to share that and see other people succeed. So, one thing about me is I love seeing others win. And when either helping, being able to speak to a client when you first call them on the phone, even being able to write that LOI or get it over the line to signing the lease or signing the purchase agreement. And then guess what? Driving down the street and seeing a business that wasn't there before, but you put that business in there. Driving down the street and knowing, hey, I know that building owner, and knowing you can just go and call them on the phone. And it's just such a wonderful feeling. I love commercial real estate and I love buildings and I love sharing it because it's such an integral part of our society. Now, most people were born in a commercial real estate building, right? Most people go in commercial real estate buildings to go shopping, to go into the hospital. And eventually, when we meet our transition, we'll be in a commercial real estate building doing that. And most of us will be placed in a commercial real estate piece of land for eternity. So commercial real estate is really important and I want to share it.
I have never thought of it like that until you just said that, and that was just remarkable. Yeah, we sometimes don't think about all of the uh, how commercial real estate is really the backbone of everything, right? Because businesses need to have a bill. I'm in a building right now that I worked with a commercial real estate company to get my office, and you don't think about it. I think the way you just phrased that would just moved me so much. The only other industry that I've really been fascinated by lately is also manufacturing, because I don't feel like how these little tiny pieces get ordered in bulk to make these bigger things, and commercial real estate's very similar to that. That's wild.
Yeah, thank you. I
Yeah,
have a believer, a new believer. Yay.
is what happened really there. So, all right. So, Divine, tell us about your team. Do you have others on your team?
Yes, I do have others on my team. Now, I am the main instructor for the loan commercial real estate. I'm the main instructor. But yes, I do have a team of professionals that I've worked with over the years who I seek advice. And if there's agents around the country who might be working with a government deal and I may not know all of the intricacies of that, I can pull in my team, my advisors, and say, hey, who on this has dealt with this? And let's help this agent succeed. Let's get this deal over the line. Let's then get them that commission, because it's really great not only to make money for the agent, but the agent is also making money for the brokerage. And it's just elevating the agent, it's elevating the brokerage. And then it's allowing the brokerage to have more of a footprint in their market. So whether you're in Atlanta or Houston or Virginia or anywhere in the United States, Loan Commercial Real Estate can help you diversify and achieve your dreams of being a commercial leasing, commercial purchasing, commercial sales agent. So it's really
Okay.
exciting.
So is most of the platform delivered online?
Yes, it is delivered online, and we'll be having some physical products also. We are creating our own loan commercial real estate dictionary. So that's very exciting. That's going to be coming out sometime, hopefully in October. But that's really going to seal the legacy. And it's an interactive dictionary where the definitions are there, but there's also some examples to really help you apply them to the everyday efforts you're putting into your agency.
That is wild. That's so cool. That is so cool. So we've kind of touched on this, but I want to go a little bit deeper. So within, commercial real estate and within your platform where you're teaching others about it, um, what are a few common types of issues that come up that you can help with just in your general day to day?
Yes. Well, we help with the A to Z of it because it really is a process and it's a challenge.
Hmm.
So, even understanding the mindset switch between becoming a residential and commercial, understanding the different terminologies, understanding how to talk to the brokers in a sense where they feel comfortable. Many commercial brokers don't want to do deals with residential agents because they don't understand the business side of it. Well, we help you transform into a dominating commercial real estate agent. It takes time. But we also provide a lot of consistency and encouragement and support because it can be challenging, right? But some of the
Hmm.
things that we teach are how to speak to clients, how to analyze a site, where to look for it, where the demographics or the psychographics of your clients, where to find them. Once you find them, how to talk to them, how to find out what property they need, because you really want to be, we teach them, our agents and our students and our partners, how to be the hero and guide their client, to their journey. The client's journey, they have to be the guide and just allow them to be the hero, allow them to be shining, and therefore they're going to get those referrals. They're going to create a name for themselves in the community. So we teach them all about that. Commercial real estate is about community.
Hmm.
It really is. And so that's what we encourage.
That's really cool that you said that, and you mentioned the demographics and psychographics, which I am, as a digital marketer, I am extremely familiar with, because we don't even work with clients on a marketing agency level until we've sat down and gone through what we call the customer avatar canvas, which is where we actually figure out who is our target audience, but not demographically, like, what are their fears and frustrations, what are their wants and aspirations, what is that transformational thing that we're going to provide, because we use this phrase a lot, even though we don't try not to take credit for it. People don't buy products and services, they buy transformations, right? Are they buying a piece of real estate, or are they buying a new business where they can fulfill their lifelong dream, right? And one sounds so much different than the other. So I love that you talked about that, and you also mentioned the word journey, right? So we also talk in terms of the customer journey, moving a stranger to a raving fan, and what relationships that has to go into place to make that journey happen. So you're speaking the same language that I love, and you're doing it in real estate, which must make you pretty successful, because you're well thought out.
I appreciate that. I was just honored to be one of the top influential commercial real estate brokers on Instagram by CER Summit. So I'll be attending that conference in September in New Orleans, and I'm very honored.
Congratulations. That's awesome. I wanted to mention too, and I know I didn't have it in kind of the questions I wanted to ask you, but I do want to make a comment real quick, that you are so active on social media. You're on TikTok, you're on Instagram. Obviously, you're influential on Instagram. So I also noticed when we were looking at your YouTube channel that you do a lot of YouTube shorts. So you're very into the video marketing of your business. How has that really helped you in business, being so active?
It's been everything, to be honest with you, Jay. When I first began as a broker, I wasn't able to attend a lot of the networking events that the boys were able to and the guys were able to. I was a single mother at the time, and my son now is 14, but he literally grew up with me cutting my teeth in the commercial real estate industry. And
Mm,
after I got off of work, I couldn't go to golfing, I couldn't go to the happy hours and networks, I had to go home. So I started really thinking, how was I going to put myself out there to differentiate myself? Well, the one thing that I was interested in was social media. So I decided to collaborate mentally and strategize how I was going to start differentiating myself. And so what did I start doing? I said, hey, I'm going to start focusing on my graphics, my marketing, my videos, and just putting myself out there. And over the course of the years, it's built up this credibility because you can actually see me going to these spaces. You can actually see
right.
me talking to the clients. You can actually see me putting this flyer together for this certain project or this listing that I had. And I started getting a lot of national attention and people calling me from all over the country. It's like, hey, can you help us with this? Or can you take a look at this lease? And it's just been really wonderful. And I say, go do the video, guys. Go
Yes.
do it. Yes.
It's yeah, it's so true. And speaking of, we're talking about people buying transformations. Put up a comment from somebody I know who's a fellow certified partner, a digital marketer with me at
Oh,
Tiva. He says so too.
Atiba.
People,
Okay. Atiba, yes.
absolutely. So yeah, and the reason Meet the Experts was born, right? The reason I started doing this show is because I found that so many entrepreneurs and small business owners were terrified. They are terrified to put themselves out there on video. And you and I both know the power that video can have, right? So I started Meet the Experts as a way to kind of put the spotlight on business owners and talk about their products and services by giving them the platform, by giving them the voice, and by giving them the technology to do it so they don't have to pick up their phone and do a video, which you and I know, no problem for us to do it. But for business owners, that's still a big challenge.
Oh, and they're terrified of it. Not,
Mhm.
business owners, real estate agents, just people in general. And it's prohibits them from actually reaching a higher platform. So what you're doing is important because people need it. They
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We said, how can we do this? And we wanted to deliver value in advance, right? So it's like, we'll give you the video. It doesn't cost you anything. I just want to put it out there. And it's really a great networking opportunity for us as well, right? So you and I met because you saw the ad, TikTok, you clicked, said, I'd like to be a guest. We talked, right? But now you and I have the ability to kind of build this partnership or referral based relationship. So it's growing our individual networks and being able to pass work back and forth, I think is awesome.
I agree.
Um, yeah. So we're going to wrap up. This has been an awesome episode, but I do have at the bottom, and I always go backwards the way it's supposed to go here. We have a ticker that if somebody wants to learn more or to contact you, they can do so at learncommercialrealestate@gmail.com. And so if you are someone looking to break into the field of commercial real estate, maybe you're a realtor and maybe you're a female realtor looking to get into commercial, and maybe you've been nervous or scared or intimidated or know where to start, right? So this is where you have to get in touch with Divine. She's got this great training portal to use. But is there any other way you would want someone to get a hold of you, or any other places you might want to point them?
You can always find me on my social media. I'm at DK by the Bay. That's my personal social media. You'll find me doing all of my commercial real estate, or at Learn Commercial Real Estate. And we're pretty much on every platform. Reach out, let's connect. And I'm just happy to be here, Jay. I appreciate the opportunity, and you are so phenomenal.
Thank you so much. I just put DK by the Bay. I didn't put the @ sign, but if anybody wants to find you, just at DK by the Bay. I know you're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It was so great to have you on, and thanks for coming on, and stick around when I take you off, and we'll talk again soon.
Okay, cheers.
All right. Bye. All right, that was awesome. Divine is just the smile is infectious. She's so cheery. She knows what she's doing. She's really good on social, and I firmly believe that if you're trying to break into that field, she's definitely someone to talk to.